the word from the AD, Jim Peterson. Last week, Scobey got a check for $3,700. Is that right, Jim? $3,700 to defray their expenses going out to Sheridan. And of course, that has to take care of meals. That has to take care of motel rooms, your mileage, and all of that. A lot of times in these playoff games, much better to travel in that respect. Because the money's got to come from somewhere.
Yep, the money comes right out of the gate proceeds, and that's the first thing to get paid is the visiting team.
They have the ball players at center field now. We're having the toss of the coin. We'll see if we can't, one of us pick that up. As somebody with better eyes than I have, Jared.
I got her.
Again, I want to thank you very much for the T-shirt. And boy, I need clothes. Anytime you want to give me clothes.
That's your early Christmas present.
With that, let's take a break. We'll send it back to Lance at the studios, and we'll get back. And pretty soon we're going to turn it over to John Murphy, and Wibaux will have the football first. Of course, a lot of factors here. The Spartans with a little revenge in mind there, as they lost that state championship game here about a year ago this time. They led at the half 24-20, I believe was the halftime score of that one, and two big turnovers.
28-24.
The kick, what was it?
28-24.
28-24 the final.
We're going to start? Okay, I'm going to cut out now. He's so short.
Have them come out to the middle if they would, just.
Could you come out to the middle of the field, please?
And get one.
Come on, John, don't be shy. For the Spartans, number 2, 5'6", 130-pound sophomore, Seth Nelson. For the Longhorns, number 21, 5'8", 120, a junior, Travis Beggar. Number 3 for the Spartans, 5'11", 167, a sophomore, Corey Graff. For the Longhorns, number 22, 5'7", 145, a sophomore, Tel Bacon. For the Spartans, number 7, 5'6", 138, a junior, Tanner Menenak. Number 23 for the Longhorns, 6', 180, a sophomore, Josh Heldick. For the Spartans, number 10, 5'9", 147, a freshman, Jeff Jones.
Thank you.
Number 27 for the Longhorns, 5'9", 145, a junior, Kyle Kreitner. Number 13 for the Spartans, 5'10", 153, a sophomore, Matt Seldig. Number 28 for the Longhorns, 5'6", 175, a senior, John Hanson. Number 15 for the Spartans, 5'9", 155, a freshman, Jace Hinton. For the Longhorns, number 32, 5'8", 160, a freshman, Bud Gunkel. Number 22 for the Spartans, 5'8", 128, a freshman, David Lybrand. For the Longhorns, number 42, 6', 230, a junior, Nick Mouse. For the Spartans, number 30, 5'10", 167, a freshman, J.R. Maldonado. For the Longhorns, number 48, 5'8", 160, a sophomore, Dusty Hartsey. Number 33 for the Spartans, 5'9", 160, a junior, Damian Bushmeyer. Number 64 for the Longhorns, 6', 165, a freshman, Dustin Gorman. Number 34 for the Spartans, 5'11", 168, a freshman, Brad Krugedahl. For the Longhorns, number 72, 5'11", 275, a senior, Travis Erickson. And the rest of the non-starting Spartans, number 41, 5'9", 180, a freshman, Cole Cook. Number 43, 5'9", 148, a freshman, Nikolai Lund. Number 45, 5'9", 146, a sophomore, Tyler Thieben. Number 51, 5'9", 215, a junior, Nathan Anderson. Number 55, 5'9", 168, a freshman, Jordan Baker. A junior, number 60, 6'1", 226, J.D. Mananek. Number 65, 5'11", 150, a freshman, Ryan Maldonado. Number 77, 5'9", 153, a freshman, Tel Wilson. And a sophomore, number 85, 5'11", 250, Chance Hammer. Spartans won the toss. They declined. Wibaux will go on offense. Their starters on offense, number 14 at quarterback, 6', 165, a junior, Joe Bakken. For the Spartans defensively, at a safety, number 11, 6', 186, a senior, Zach Odette. For the Longhorns, number 20 at a running back, 6'2", 190, a senior, Greg Ford.
It's my mom, I think.
For the Spartans, a linebacker, number 12, 5'10", 175, a senior, Eric Hadenhorst. An offensive guard for the Longhorns, number 33, 5'11", 220, a senior, Mike Morgan. And a linebacker for the Spartans, number 16, 6', 175, a junior, Justin Hansen. At center for the Longhorns, number 34, 6', 210, a freshman, Tony Bacon.
Whoa.
That's a big one.
The freshman.
Calvin.
And a quarterback, number 24 for the Spartans, 5'8", 162, a senior, Jude Shabbat. The fullback for the Longhorns, number 38, 6'1", 180, a senior, Nate Beggar. For the Spartans at the defensive end, 5'8", 155, a junior, number 25, Kyle Nelson. Offensive end for the Longhorns, number 44, 5'11", 170, a sophomore, Lance Hansen. Quarterback for the Spartans, number 40, 5'11", 163, a senior, Seth Erickson. An offensive guard for the Longhorns, number 55, 6'5", 240, a senior, Travis Nellermo.
I think they could marry him if they wanted to.
Defensive end for the Spartans, number 50, 6', 188, the senior, Tyrell Wilson. And the nose guard for the Spartans, 52, 6'2", 315, the senior, Chris Ross. The Longhorns are coached by Jeff Burleson, assisted by Darren Miskey and Shane Bakken. For the Spartans, head coach John Baker, assisted by Sean Cromwell, Morgan Oyd, and Jason Wolf.
Oh, Matt LeBar, I believe. I can't get that number.
44. Lance Hansen.
That's Hansen.
Okay, that's Lance Hansen. The deep backs. It's going to be interesting to see how much time they get out of Ford. He's their premier runner. He has a turf toe situation. The kick is off and we're underway.
And ball's going to be taken up off the 5-yard line and cutting back to midfield is number 14, Bakken. One of the Spartan defenders slips up, but so does Bakken, and he is leveled at the 19.
You know, on the initial hit,
Hendren and Selvig.
Comes in, 165-pound junior, stands 6 foot, and he gets ready to take his first snap. It's going to be, takes the handoff back, a short toss, and is not going to quite reach the first down yardage. The pass to number 38 is complete to Nate Beggar.
you know, the tackle for the Spartans.
Beggar with a reception from Bakken.
As Bakken gets ready, takes the second snap, handoff up to the right-hand side. It's going to be enough for first down yardage.
Ford with the carry.
To get about 4 yards on the carry.
You know, the tackle for the
The big center, Tony Bacon, leads the boys out of the huddle. snap, and it's rolling off to the left-hand side on the option, and he's going to hold on to it. And
Bakken with the keeper.
Bakken will get a few yards on the carry.
Tremendous play by the defensive right end, holding that up until Nelson can follow.
And Nelson
at the defensive right end can
with the
make
stop.
the tackle. Little or no gain on the play. They're
Here at Plainsman Field, they're packed pretty deep all around, and the bleachers are all full. As Bakken back to pass, and he's scrambling in the backfield looking for somebody. Finally going to run it himself on the right-hand sideline, and he'll get about 8, 9 yards.
Bakken keeps it.
Up the post for first down.
one of the few times that we've seen anybody get outside of those defense.
Approach the ball, get ready, ends in tight for the quarterback, handoff up the middle, and it breaks through the Spartan defense, and he'll in for first down yardage.
All the way up to the 34-yard line, being on the tackle for the Spartans.
The ball handler was stopped at the line of scrimmage and then was able to break through. Now they're going to go to the same play again, handoff, and rolling off to the left-hand side.
Forward with the carry, brought down by
Some things here that we haven't seen throughout the playoffs, and that's runners getting outside of those Spartan defensive ends, coming in there to tackle the tackle.
Up the ball, and Bakken. They take the snap, player in motion to the right-hand side, nothing doing there.
Beggar with the carry, Chris Ross.
And the Beggar is going to be thrown down for a loss.
Big Chris Ross, I'm telling you, there was it going nowhere. No sooner the handoff, and Ross right there to wrap him up. We'll see where they spot the football. It's only going to be a loss of about one on the play as Ross throws him back. Loss of maybe
as they let the Longhorns through last time with third and short yardage. It's going to be a pitch to the Ford on the right-hand side. He's going to break to the outside and be real close to first down.
Ford with the carry.
And once again, the defensive end's not home there as Ford gets to the outside.
Got a first and 10 in Spartan territory. As Bakken takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Nobody home, breaks right through like nobody was there.
Beggar with the carry.
Gets about 7-8 yards on the carry.
And the tackle set here.
Wants to go. There's a hole for him. Gets 5-6 yards. Hand off to the left-hand side, and Ford's rolling to the left-hand side. He has some running room there. He's going to get enough for a first down and be inside the 5.
Good Ford with the carry.
First and goal.
Brought down by
And once again, they're outside of those defensive ends.
On the offense as they're running the ball at will. Bakken takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and there's going to be a pile up. And finally, the
Nate Beggar with the carry.
defenders close up the holes in the middle, and Beggar isn't going anywhere.
Looks like he might pick up a yard on the play. It's going to be
Ross and Hanson.
Hanson in on the tackle for the
Along with
That looks like it. And here come the Longhorns again, going to be stopped.
Ford with the carry. Justin Hanson with the initial contact.
Defenders.
Cut back by Kyle Nelson.
broke through there and got a handoff.
And Erickson.
Up a gain of maybe a yard. We'll call it.
Stand, but it's a goal line stand. Third and short yardage, third and goal. And handoff up the middle again. Ford is going to be
Ford with the carry. Justin Hanson with the initial contact.
Heading for the outside. They haven't been able to go in the middle the last 2-3 plays.
Good set.
And we've got a flag on the play.
Ooh, that even hurt a thing.
Movement, I believe, by the Longhorns. I've been wondering about that. You know that you notice the snap to the quarterback Bakken really low, and he's had a little trouble with that snap.
A little ways.
Gives a little more room to operate.
And Bakken takes a snap. Back to pass. Looking for somebody in the end zone. Nothing there. He's going to run to the right-hand side. Finally throws a pitch all alone now in the end zone. Who is that number 24?
Touchdown,
Lamar. 200. Bakken ready to take the snap. And it's going to be a handoff. No, he's going to hang on to it at the Spartan defense.
Bakken with the keeper is no good.
Nothing doing on the PAT. So at
The score was 5:57 in the first quarter. Wibaux 6, Spartans nothing.
Longhorn 6, Scobey Spartan 0. He listened to championship
15-22.
he had all the room in the world there to catch that ball. As now Longhorns kick it off. Kick is deep, and it's going to be taken in the end zone and bobbled in the end zone. Fair catch is called. And 50 yards before Spartans were able to play defense on them and close up the holes. And now Spartans go to the offense and rolling off to the left-hand side with the ball is Hedenhorst. And
Hedenhorst with the carry.
Laid out at the line of scrimmage.
In on the tackle for the Longhorns.
Clock running with 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Longhorns up pitch to the left-hand side and a little bit of running room, but that closes up quick.
Jude Shabbat with the
And
carry.
Jude Shabbat is going to be tackled after a short gain.
In on the yard line.
Got some receivers coming up to the line of scrimmage now. Players line up wide left and right. And Audette back to pass, and he's got pressure, so he's going to scramble with it. Breaks to the left-hand side, has a little running room. Trips up, but he's got enough for the first down.
With the first down carry.
Pass play. Audette
Dropped down by Bakken.
Well, a great job by
And Tony Bacon.
recognizing he had goal 18-yard line, their own 17.
As Audette gets ready to take the snap. Back to pass again. And a short pitch, and the ball is incomplete.
Pass intended for Erickson, incomplete.
In and out of the hands of the situation, 4th and 8, and the kick away.
And back to receive the ball is Bakken. He'll take it at about the 30-yard line, cuts up to the middle, has a little bit of running room, and Block is doing a great job.
Bakken with the punt return.
He's able to get across midfield and finally kick it out at the 38.
Brought down by Nelson.
Again, ends in tight now for the quarterback, Bakken. As Bakken takes a snap, hands off to the second man through is Ford, and Ford won't.
Ford with the carry.
Might pick up a
Brought
yard
down by Hanson.
on the spot of the
And Wilson.
The holes get opened up by the first man through, Beggar. As now Bakken takes a snap, takes a handoff to Ford to the right-hand side, back to pass, and it's intercepted by Nelson.
That's Erickson.
Pass intercepted.
I'll tell you what, a tremendous job.
Seth Erickson.
He's got a load to carry there, 15-yard line.
Like you said, running stride for stride. Seth was saying we're underway. Spartans take a snap. High snap, nearly thrown away. Adet is going to be tackled for a loss. That snap was high over his head. He's going to run it.
With the carry.
Now he's up tight. He's going to take a handoff and a little stumble there, but now player up and going, gets past the original line of scrimmage.
Hadenhorst with the carry.
And that was Hadenhorst carrying the ball for 4.
Hadenhorst makes something out of nothing there.
As Adet takes the snap, takes a handoff, he's back to pass, rolling to his right-hand side, looking for someone downfield. Finally finds Seth Erickson, short pass at midfield. Erickson running to his left-hand side and trying to get across.
Seth Erickson with the completion from Adet.
Did you see the way Lance Hansen going for that?
Wow.
Brought down by Lance Hansen.
Yes. Hand off to the right-hand side. He'll give it to Shabbat.
Jude Shabbat with the carry.
2 yards on the carry.
Travis Nethermont with the stop, along with Tony.
He couldn't do anything on the line as Adet. He's ready to take a snap. He's going to hand it off to second man through and give it to Shabbat.
Jude Shabbat with the carry.
He's just shy of the first down.
Looks like it's going to depend on the swamp.
Nate Beggar.
Now for Adet.
Just don't give us.
North and Shabbat in the backfield and rolling off in the option, and Adet's going to have the first down. And he's
Zach Adet with the first down carry.
Inside about the 19-yard line.
Brought down by Mike Morgan.
Nate Beggar.
As he tight now for Adet. Adet's going to hand it off to Shabbat, rolling to the left-hand side, and he's not going to get to the
Shabbat with the carry.
pushed out of bounds on the far side.
Boy, that closed up fast. Coming over very.
Brought down by Tony Bacon.
All of a sudden, those linebackers come in there and close it up. And the official's going to come in and official time.
One of the Wibaux ball players having a little trouble, it looks like, with
Spartan 6-zip in the first quarter. And Adet back to pass, and that passing zone closes up now. He throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Scobey.
Touchdown, Spartans. Net Selvig from Zach Adet.
Selvig to pull it in, and the Spartans have tied up this football game. Great job by the quarterback, Zach Adet, as he eluded the tackler, waited for Selvig.
And now the line for PAT. And Adet with the ball pitches it to the right-hand side, and the score is put in.
Eric Hadenhorst with the conversion.
Running it in for 2, and the Spartans take the lead.
56 seconds. We're up to the first quarter. The Spartans 8, the Longhorns 6.
It's a good play.
Bakken and Hanson deep to receive for the Longhorns.
That was better.
Yeah.
Spartans leading 8-6 on the NCAA Sagebrush Calendar scoreboard as the kickoff is taken by Bakken. He's going to hit it right up the middle and then finally leveled after 30.
Hanson with the return.
In there, probably.
Flag on the play.
In on the tackle for the Spartans was
Hanson and Hadenhorst
number
with a stop.
17.
Spear.
Hanson and Hadenhorst.
Hanson and Hadenhorst in on the tackle, and the flags fly. We're going to have a block on the rear
They'll leave it blocked.
the Longhorns.
And go back and back. Going to hand it off to second man through, and scrambling out of there. Finally, he's going to be thrown down for a loss. Carrying the ball there.
Lance Hanson with the carry.
Zach Adet
Brought down by
in that defensive
Erickson.
safety position.
And
There,
Hadenhorst
the
and Adet.
defensive ends did their job. They held it up.
165-pound junior takes a snap, takes a handoff, and he's back to pass, looking downfield, not seeing anything. Has all the time in the world, and now the throw is incomplete.
You know,
Pass
there was
intended.
not a receiver anywhere in 15.
It's
Third and long. Here goes Wibaux to take a snap,
That's a mistake.
back to pass. Again, has all the time in the world to pass as
Boy, it goes down.
looks like
Hadenhorst.
Oh, what's the
Good
flag?
flag.
That's a little late.
there was nobody around there. He throws
Oh,
it.
there
Flag on the
was,
play.
I think it was more the hit just as he was getting
Intentional
ready.
grounding, yeah.
Called intentional grounding. I do not agree with that call.
I do. I do.
I do.
It was a Hadenhorst got the hit 4 or 5 minutes of that first quarter. Wibaux's 4th and long.
Long ways to go here, and Bakken in the end zone kicks the ball, and it's going to be a short kick. Takes his first hop about the 32-yard line. It's going to be picked up by Audette. He's going to go to the left-hand side, has some running room. He's going to keep
Zach Adet with the return.
So
He's
I'm
knocked out.
with a good
championship last night. Helena Capital came from behind to take CMR 28-21.
That's what you want to hear.
That's a good
Okay, we'll
pitch.
talk about Spartan football as
Huge shot.
has running room on the right.
With the carry. Flag on the play.
Gets out of bounds. Looks like he gains about 8 on the carry there, but
We got flags
out of
all over.
bounds, and we got flags coming in from everywhere.
I think a late hit there as he was run out of. No, they called him
That's in the backfield.
the
Yeah, Zach.
all the way in
got
the
pounded
backfield.
too.
We're going to have blocking from the rear, I believe, once again, as it looked like about an 8 or 10 yard gain by the Spartans again.
Illegal block. Called against
As a net back, handoff up the middle, Shabbat, and he breaks 3 tackles, and now he's going to get to back to the original line of scrimmage.
Huge Shabbat with the carry.
15 to 15.
Oh boy, what a run by Jude Shabbat. He spun out of 2 tackles, a little bit.
Snap. He's rolls to the left-hand side, pitches it to Shabbat, nearly thrown away. Nice hands by Shabbat as he heads down.
Huge Shabbat.
He knocked out of bounds on the left-hand side.
With the
Taking
pitch.
a first down yardage and
Knocked
possibly
out of bounds by Joe Bakken.
Sheridan really shut down that option play, but the Spartans have been fairly helped up in Sheridan.
As Audette's going to take the snap, he's running to the right-hand side, has some running room, cuts back in.
Zach Adet with the carry.
About the 3-yard line.
Probably a little closer. It's going to depend on the spot.
Tackle.
I think his quarterback sneaks
Second and goal from about the 2-yard line. Audette takes it. He's going to run it himself, and he's in.
Zach Adet with the touchdown.
Young senior with the Spartans' second touchdown of the day. Occur at the 10 and on to the left-hand side is Shabbat.
Now you
To
got
the right-hand side, we've got one player in the backfield, and
instead of
the
the end. There you go.
pitch to the right-hand side is Haddonhorst. Haddonhorst breaks the tackle, and he dives in for it.
Haddonhorst with the conversion. Eric Haddonhorst.
2, and the Spartans take a 16-6 lead. 10-24 to
10-24.
One that went to Peerless, Stud, went to Haver and got out of there. And
Get it out.
get him, little block.
Right there. Good hit by Seth Nelson is picking up in the backfield by
Lance Hansen.
And
Get up, it's
36.
right, get up.
Bakken's going to take the ball, hands off to the second
Get up.
man through.
Get up,
That
there you go.
is Hansen again, Lance Hansen, and he's going to be stopped after a short
Tyrell, listen.
Tyrell Wilson comes
Hansen
up from that
with the
defensive
carry. Tyrell
position.
Wilson.
Now we're
Watch the bar, watch the
Second
bar.
and
Thinking too.
And Bakken takes the snap, handoff
Good
up the middle
job.
again, going nowhere.
no, says Chris.
Dave Beggar.
Chris just shoved the blocker out.
Dave Beggar with the carry.
Runner.
Chris Ross.
It's like Wibaux. Looks like they gave him at least a yard.
I think so.
Ends in tight now, handoff,
Nice.
takes the handoff, back to
Two in the
pass,
same
Bakken
spot.
has time, now he's hit from behind.
Bakken.
Lose
Nelson.
a yard.
Brought down by
That was
Nelson.
Kyle Nelson from the defensive right
And
side.
Tyrell Wilson.
Well, we don't have the kicker we saw out of Sheridan last week.
And Bakken takes the snap, kick is to the left-hand side, takes
Good
its
kick.
first bounce at about the 18, and is going to roll out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Got a start.
Spartans will scrimmage from about the 15-yard line.
Spartans back to the O as Audette takes the snap, hands it off to, no, he's going to keep it. In the first
Zach Adet with the carry.
that was, but Audette takes it himself and is going to get good yardage.
Nice
He's going to
fake.
be run out of
That's
bounds.
pretty-
A high snap on this one. He's going to run it himself and gets a blocker up there and now gets across first down yardage.
Zach Adet.
Finally tackle.
Brought down short.
Once again with the carry brought down by Bakken.
Probably we'll see where they're
At 7:58 mark and now.
too much time.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not sure.
Oh, no.
Must be an equipment.
Big line right out.
This to me.
The
Your belly ain't
whistles
gonna
are
bother
done. He's
you.
coming over here to talk on the sidelines. And I don't. That's our clock.
Yeah. That's why you play at home. Ooh.
And running up the middle and slipping up on midfield, not getting enough yardage on that. Who was the ball carrier? Looks like that.
About 6'4".
Ends in tight now for
Just
a
outweighs him 100
second and
pounds.
10, and rolling to the right hand side is Shabbat. He has running room and
Huge Shabbat.
right down the sideline.
With the
about
carry.
7 or 8 on the carry.
Got
Shabbat will be knocked
Downfield.
Attaboy, Ziski.
3rd and 5. As the Spartans, Audette back now. We've got flag
Flags on the play.
for the
Looks like
play.
movement, I believe, we're going to see on the Spartans, so they'll mark it back, and it's going to be 3rd down at about 10, I believe, as they talk to the Wibaux Longhorn captains.
Motion
The
penalty.
motion Spartans.
Boys out of the huddle and snap to Audette. Audette back,
Got
takes
her.
a handoff, pass, short pass. Not sure who that pass is to. It goes out of bounds.
Pass intended for Hanson. Incomplete.
Intended for Jeff.
Audette. Ready to take the snap. A bit of a delay, and now there's a low snap. Audette puts the boot to it, and the ball's going to take a hop at the 25 and bounces to the Longhorns, picked up
Well, there's a heck of a
by
clip.
Brockett, and he
Nice.
goes
Brockett with the return brought down by Hendren and Wilson.
He was hit.
And what a tremendous job.
Where
by,
is the flag?
Was that
Spartans leading 16-6 on the NCI Sagebrush scoreboard. Hand off to the right-hand side. Ford now cuts up the middle, breaking tackles, and
Ford with the carry.
looks like he's going to be just shy of the first
Dragged down by-
Now for junior Joe Bakken, and he takes the snap, hand off. The first man through is Ford, and he's not going to go anywhere. Maybe get a yard or two.
Beggar with the carry.
Excuse me, Beggar. Out of the huddle for Wibaux, and the snap. Bakken hands it off to the second man through is Ford, and he's going to be
Right forward with the carry.
and a loss of
He's
two.
brought down by
Good job there on the left side by Tyrell Wilson.
Ross.
Tony Bacon snaps the ball to Bakken. And Bakken back to pass.
Fullback,
Pass
fullback,
time.
fullback, fullback.
Oh
What's
my
that,
goodness,
fullback?
all the time in the
There's a
world.
clip
And
again.
now he's going to run it upfield himself. He'll get a game on four.
Bakken with the keeper.
Good job by Justin Hansen. Adet back at the 15-yard line for the Spartans.
Ooh, man.
We had movement there, and I believe
Flags on the play.
the movement on the yellow jerseys,
Normal.
you mentioned earlier.
See what
in the
Ross did to
pregame,
Delamo?
Blue and gold.
Pancake.
All over this.
5:05 to go here in the second quarter. Bakken takes a snap. Kick is in the air. A short kick, and it's going to take its first bounce at the 30 and roll to Adet. He'll pick it up at the 21, and he breaks one tackle. It's a nice
Yeah.
block, and it's back. That's why I was
Adet with the return. Flag on the
One
play.
more time.
You see
And that
that
occurred
was
at
too.
about the 26,
That
so
was a
Spartans be
clip.
back to the 16 on what would have been a nice
That was the
return to
same guy that
midfield.
hits the
That
last
is the
two.
third blocking in the back penalty by the
Yes.
Spartans in this football game.
Wilson just likes to hit in the back.
Coming by the from the same person.
Against the wall as they go to the offense. Just under 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. As Adet rolls to the right-hand side, pitches it to Hadenhorst, and
Hadenhorst
take it down after.
with the carry.
No room at all there. Good.
Snap to Adet on the option, rolling to the right-hand side. Shabbat breaks one tackle.
Shabbat
Gain for
with the pitch.
3 yards gain.
Man, that's close to
Wibaux
turnover
adjusting
every
to
time.
that
He doesn't know if this is a
21-yard line as they break the huddle.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if the bomb is what's going
And
to
those
come up
two.
here.
Wow.
4:14 to go.
Who do we got?
And
Straight
Spartans
back,
taking the
straight
time
back.
out of the timeout with a 10-point lead over Wibaux. Adet fakes a handoff back to pass.
That's not
It's
a
at the
space.
bomb.
He's got it.
And intercepted by the Longhorns, taken by Bakken, and Bakken's going to get about 5 yards before he's finally gone back.
Joe Bakken with the interception.
Hit with Chauncey Henry.
And the snap to Bakken. And he's going to hand it off to Hansen. Hansen, a
Lance Hansen with the carry.
no gain on the play. That
There is Ross
170-pound
with the initial contact run by
You got Bacon at 210 on either side of him, at 220 and a 240. And rolling out to the right-hand
Fill it.
side, Bakken's going to hang on to it.
Bakken with the keeper.
He'll get a gain of about 5. as
He's brought down by a depth.
30.
Good job by
And
Ted
Kyle
Burns.
Nelson.
He,
The longest winning streaks in high school history on the line today. And Bakken back to pass, and it's closed up. He's going to be hit hard as he releases the ball, and it's going to be caught by
That's
Beggar.
complete.
And
To Nate Beggar.
Be, just enough for a first to Bakken as he takes a snap. Hands it off to the first
There you
man
go.
through, and he's going to be hit right away. Little or no
16.
gain on
Beggar with the carry. Justin Hansen with the initial contact.
second and 11. Clock moving, just over 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. As snap, and Bakken's going to head upfield himself, and he's
Bakken with the keeper. Brought down by Hadenhorst.
well, Eric Hadenhorst, I don't know how he got in there, but he
And
did.
Sip.
to the right is Lance Hansen, 170-pound sophomore, and back to pass is Bakken. Throw is going to be complete, and
The bar with the completion.
Matt LeVar, 200-pound sophomore, jumping high in the air to reel that one down.
Coming
Brought down by
up here tonight.
Go to work. Longhorns ends in tight now for Bakken. Big snap, hands it off to the second man through. Ford runs to the right-hand side and now heads in toward the goal line.
Ford with the carry.
Out of bounds. He runs out of
Brought
sight.
down by Hadenhorst and Wilson.
Didn't get there, and I was.
Joe Bakken and his Longhorns taking time now. He takes a snap, hands it off to Ford. Ford goes to the left-hand side. And that
Ford with the carry.
There, they did a tremendous job on the right side.
Brought down by Hansen.
Ford here.
Bakken takes a snap, hands off to, and he's going to hang on to it. Ford's going to be his blocker, and Bakken is going to head in, and we'll see where
Bakken with the keeper.
That had an indication from the ref. Yeah, the coaching staff won it. The Longhorns won it, and
Timeout Wibaux.
they say he did not get in there. He did.
Jumped over the ball.
Fumbled it twice.
ends in tight now for Bakken. Takes a snap.
I told you.
Spartans
Fumble on the play.
Who's got the ball?
Doesn't matter. He didn't
Doesn't
get
matter,
in
it's
there.
our ball.
The Spartans will take
Yes.
over.
Spartans have it, and
Spartans take a run down.
In the end zone,
Too
guys.
close to take a knee.
23 seconds.
Oh, should be.
That's what he'll do is Okay, the snap and the handoff straight up the middle and hit right at the, wait a minute, breaking the tackle, getting it out to the 5-yard line was
Audette.
With the keeper.
Audette. The score on the St. Grasselli
Much in the first 6 minutes, but then turned it on for the final 18. Played very well. A couple of goal line stands there really made a difference there. And
for the second half kickoff.
I feel good.
Sean's going to just run it back.
Just catch first.
The ball here, 32, 32 kicking at 34. That's 34. Tony Bacon put the ball and maybe taking at about the 3-yard line.
Stay
By
behind him, stay
Hattenhorst,
behind
and
him.
right up midfield, runs right into a wall about the 20-yard line.
Eric Hattenhorst. And with the return.
Better for the Longhorns coming into the
Met by a
half.
We got the Laurel Locomotives at the Hever Blue Ponies. They come in with a combined 15-6 record playing for the state A.
Fumble on the snap here, and Audette wisely falls on the football, going to back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15.
1st and 15, and Audette's going to hand it off and cutting back up through the middle, getting good yards on that. That was Hattenhorst getting about 7.
Hattenhorst with a carry.
Of course, headed up the
Wide right there. One player in the backfield. Audette on the option, pitches it to Hattenhorst on the left-hand side, and he's going to be tripped up at the line of scrimmage.
Hattenhorst with a carry brought down by Bakken and Minimal along with Beggar.
Came in.
Barton's high snap. Audette is able to bounce it back to himself. Nearly went over his head. He got it there once and then waited for it to fall down and able to lean forward and pick up. Could have been a mess. Snap and back. Audette back to throw. Has some time. Throws it up midfield and that is
Complete to Seth Erickson.
Be a little bit short of the first down. As Audette teams up with Erickson. Quarterback's
Audette with the keeper.
Well,
Boy, if he doesn't, if they don't get that spot.
I forgot
down,
about,
you got it.
I forgot about Mr. Ross.
Yep.
He tucked it in and they went right.
Audette rolls to the right-hand side on the option. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be taken down at line of scrimmage.
Audette with the keeper.
Half-yard gain.
Boy, it looked like
Brought down by Greg Ford.
Now for Audette, 2 players in the backfield, hands it off to the second man through. That is Shabbat on the right-hand
June
side.
Shabbat with the carry.
Sideline. Going to be taken down after a short
Beggar and
Bacon's
Bacon.
Ford and Ford line.
Yeah.
The clock start cutting, and Columbus at Fort Benton. Battle of 2 undefeated in Class B. As Audette,
You're up.
the keeper, he'll have
First
first
down.
down yardage
With the first down carry.
35.
Boy, that's great thinking by Audette. He had the first man.
Big hit to me.
Handoff, and Hattenhorst gets
Eric
it up the
Hattenhorst.
line, but he dies for 2-yard gain.
With the carry brought down by Morgan.
In on
And Audette. A couple of receivers on the line, and he's back on the option, and he'll hold on to it himself. He heads upfield and leans.
Zach Audette,
He's
with the keeper.
First down. 2 yards depending on the spot.
Brought down by
Tight now for Audette. 2 players in the backfield. And takes a snap, hands it off to the second man through Shabbat to the right-hand side. Has running on. He has a first down. Crosses it into the 10-yard line.
June Shabbat with the carry.
Jude Shabbat finally wrestled.
Brought down by Bakken.
And it was Lance Hansen. As she
Yep, everything else is out in north central Montana. As Audette takes the ball, fakes a pitch to the right-hand side. He's running down the left-hand side, and all he does is run sideways. No gain on the play.
Boy, I tell you, great play defensively by
Gains if they so desire. 2nd and goal from the 10 to the
There's
second
a
man through.
crossbuck
Shabbat
again.
goes to the right-hand side, has a little bit of running
Same
room. Get in there!
crossbuck.
Tackle, and he
June Shabbat touchdown
he gets right
Spartans.
on the goal line as he comes down, and touchdown Scobey. And the Spartans line up for the PAT. And the long snap back, Audette standing on the 15, throw into the end zone is good.
Conversion is good. June Shabbat
By Jude
from
Shabbat.
Zach Audette.
On a pass from Audette for the PAT.
7:01 remaining. Third.
Bakken and Hanson.
Bakken and Hanson deep to receive. The Nelson kickoff.
Dang it.
Oh, nice.
That's a nice bounce. Oh, that's a nice bounce.
Seth Nelson with the
There's a
split
block
kick.
in the
It's a
back.
great start.
There's a block in the
Finally
back.
picked up.
There you go.
There we go.
There.
Picked up,
Flags on the play.
Lance Hansen at about the 5-yard line, returns it about
And he's the one
16
laying on our
yards,
guy.
and we got flags all over the field.
Well, they flew from every direction, and I would think that this one is going to go against the Wibaux Longhorns. The
Why
kick
don't you
taken,
tell us
bounce
what
high over the head of the intended receiver. Good squid kick, but not a squid kick. A line drop, their own 15-yard line.
Joe Buckin takes the snap and hands it off to the second man through his Ford, and Ford is going to be wrapped
Ford with the carry.
after a
Ford's having
short
a tough
gain.
time running.
Chris Ross
Walking over and helped out after that play was turned
along with
in.
Wilson.
The Longhorns that they just took down, and they didn't have anything to do with it. So we get up on our own. And handoff up the middle, and Beggar
Beggar with the
able to
carry.
push through for
Brought down by Ross and Dett
carry.
and Shabbat.
From the 14.
Ends in tight now for Bakken. Handoff first man through, and he looks like he's going to dive for a first down yardage.
I don't think he'll get it.
Don't think so?
I don't
Bakken
think so.
He's got it from here. Depends on the spot. He's got it in on the tackle. Where they Spartan with Seth Erickson. They back
so.
gives a
Short 4 inches.
and Wibaux from the 16.
Here comes Bakken. Back is going to pitch the ball to Hansen on the left-hand side. Hansen running sideways.
Hansen with the carry.
Maybe a yard or two on the carry.
Great job by the quarterback as far as Hansen and Hadnor.
Hand off the second man through, and he has all sorts of running room there, and he's going to be just shot
Lance Hansen.
down, and it's Lance Hansen.
With the carry brought down by Shabbat.
Let him through again.
They moved this football from the 5-yard line.
Hand off, second man through, far side is Hansen, and Hansen is going to get a gain
Hansen.
as he pushes up the middle towards
With the carry.
side.
Well, Shabbat came up there and got an arm on it.
Shabbat.
Tony Bacon over the ball, snaps it to Bakken.
Bounce.
Bakken back to pass, has time, looking downfield, not seeing anything. Going to get hit from behind. No, he gets a short pass off, incomplete.
Bakken's pass intended for
Got rid of that
Hansen.
one, and he took
Incomplete.
stats for himself for today. Was looking for a second one. Has a snap, and it's going to be a keeper as Bakken heads upfield. He's
Bakken with the keeper.
to lean for about 4 or 5 yards.
Just going to be
Brought
short.
down
Too.
Got to do it. 15 minutes to go in the game. Got to go for it here. And the handoff to Hansen, and he
Didn't get
a stick.
Hansen with the carry.
nothing doing on that one.
Didn't
He's
get it.
thrown back 5 yards.
I don't know who got that stick at about the 35-yard line. Looked like he was going to pick
Seth
it up.
Erickson with the
And Audette goes to the right-hand side and picks.
Zacadette with the
And
keeper.
it looks like he gets himself good gain on the play, about 8 or 9 ball. Audette takes ball, takes a handoff, gives the second man through. Shabbat on the left-hand side. Oh, up in the middle.
Get going!
Shabbat with the touchdown.
30.
No flags.
Is the
No
score.
flags.
We've gotten burned before. We're looking for
Believe
some
this is
flags.
yours.
No blocking in the rear on this one, and the Spartans both get.
Ball Shabbat from that point on.
Oh, I can't get this
And
thing to
now
go.
Audette back for the PAT, and he has running room, and he cuts to the left-hand side and is knocked down. First PAT be unsuccessful in the game
The
today.
burn became successful.
Damage has been done.
2:34 remaining.
It's supposed to be 30-6, but the clock's not working. There you go.
What the heck's
Four,
going on?
4 seconds left to go.
Who's that? Nelson kickoff.
Spartans will be kicking off the deep backs.
Well, I feel better now. We missed
The
the
Wibaux
conversion.
Longhorns get the numbers. Short kick.
Seth Nelson and the kick, and taken down hard is number 38, Nate
Beggar.
Beggar. He gets
On the
a
carry.
8-yard return on
Matt Selligan.
And not only that, but break that 34-game win streak held by the Scobey Spartans.
Bart lines up wide to the left-hand side, and that's just a diversion there, as diving on the right-hand side was Mike Morgan, 220-pound senior. Horns ends in tight on this play. Hand off to the second man through, that's Beggar, and he's hit hard. No game, maybe give him a yard on that, depending on where the spot is.
Looked like he had a little running room there, but somehow.
Hansen with the
36 over the defending state champ, Wibaux Longhorns. Rolling to his left-hand side is Bakken, and he has a little bit of running room, but that closes up,
Bakken
and he is
with the carry.
with little or no gain on the play.
Boy, they drive you
Yeah.
back. I believe the spot's going to be right at the.
Hadnorst and Hansen on the
Come on,
And
guys,
with the
come on
snap,
hard.
Bakken back to pass.
Get
And
him.
that time closing up there, and he's wrapped up. There we go.
Rose Ross. Wraps up
Long of arms as
Joe
Ross
Bakken.
got.
along with
I tell you, he just reaches us almost like he's going
Kyle
to
Nelson.
hug the little fellow.
Spartans take over.
Goes down
From deep, are we? And roll to the right-hand side. No, and who's carrying the ball? Is that Audette?
Zacadette with the keeper.
Keeper, and he's going to have first down yardage.
First down yardage.
Their defense was still.
Well, I tell you, first and 10 Spartans.
Audette hands it off to Hadnorst. Hadnorst up the middle, and he's going to get a
Eric
gain of 5 on the
Hadnorst with the carry Morgan.
He's going to run out for the third quarter.
In on the attack.
Spartans 30, the Wibaux Longhorns.
Wibaux.
Well, 6'5" He's a big guy there, and not having any impact on the game today.
Jude Spot with the carry.
Running play is 2nd and 5. Spartans
Brought down by Tony Bacon.
Zach Audette, 186-pound senior, takes a snap and fakes a handoff.
He's got
Has
him.
time, and the pass is to
Get out
Erickson.
there.
Erickson's going to be just shy of the
Erickson
first
with the
down.
reception.
Did you see Mr. Selvig down there all alone that end?
PAT back in the first half.
That's right.
And now man in motion in the backfield is Shabbat, and we're going to have
We have
flags on
Little motion, do you suppose?
Flags.
Our left end.
our left end.
Well, I think that play was going to Chauncey, and he had a little,
Head start.
They haven't used Chauncey at all.
Our left-hand side, and the snap. Takes a handoff up the middle. Audette, his passing lane closes up. He's going to scramble with it. He gets first down yardage. He's trying to
Zacadette with the carry.
boy, he got a great block back here, and I didn't pick it up, but I think it was Hadnorst that threw the block.
Hadnorst.
Sprung for the quarterback, Audette. Audette takes the snap, fakes the pitch to the left-hand side, keeps it to
Chauncey
himself,
ball.
runs to the right-hand side, back up
Touchdown.
the middle, touchdown to the left,
Yes.
he'll have a touchdown.
Touchdown,
Zach
Spartans!
Audette runs it in from 13 yards
Jeez,
out. Over that keeper, 10-12 to go here in the game, here in the fourth quarter. On the PAT attempt, Audette takes the snap, rolls to the right-hand side on the option, and he finally picks.
Founder of Video Professor. Well, I'm the one that makes computer learning quick and easy with these CD-ROM.
They're going to call it incomplete.
10-12 remaining in the ball game. The Scobey Spartans 36.
It was for us.
Maybe they changed their mind halfway through.
Justin Hanson with the recovery.
Oh my
holy
god.
Oh, boy, it's going to be a long ways back to Wibaux.
Oh my god.
Of the Wibaux Longhorns.
If we kick it low, that's what we mean to do, is what I heard. Uh-oh, about coughed that one up. Fumble on the hand.
Of the Wibaux Longhorns.
We got receivers lining up for the Spartans. Pitch to the right-hand side. Reverse, and here comes Shabbat rolling onto the right-hand side. Gets a good block, and then he shoots another block. And rolls in downfield. He's funny.
Shabbat.
Tackled right about the 15-yard line.
Brought down by LeBar
Dude Shabbat.
and Lance Hanson.
Hanson and Lamar in on the tip.
Audette with the snap, and he's going to take the handoff, keep it himself, and he's going to be tackled.
Audette with the keeper.
Well, we'll give him
Brought
one
down by
first
Morgan.
10-yard line, which could be second down and 9.
Horns drew first blood to lead this game 6-0, but it's been Scobey ever since.
Cross
Hand off
back.
the right-hand side. Jude Shabbat has a little bit of running room, cuts up to the right, pushing in, and just shy.
Jude Shabbat with the carry brought down by
I'll
Bakken.
tell you, he is one tough little kid.
And ends in tight now for our dad. He takes a snap and fakes a handoff to
Naked
Shabbat. Going
reverse.
to the left-hand side. He's in trouble.
Give me a ball.
He's at about 15
That's
yards
the
line.
way
He
Chris
got
won.
blocked by Ross. Pass into the end zone. Shabbat can't grab that one.
Pass intended for Jude Shabbat is complete.
I asked for a block, and I got one out of Chris Ross. Boom.
Is Erickson.
He's not even in the damn ball game.
And Audette takes the ball on the option, pitches it to the left-hand side to Hadenhorst. Hadenhorst looks like
First
he might
down,
have got
first down.
Eric Hadnorth for the
That was
pitch.
just shy, not going to have the touchdown, but just barely enough room for a first down.
That is going to depend on the spot
Nice little
there.
juke.
From here,
Oh, they're going to give it to Wibaux. They say short.
No.
over first and 10 in their own territory about the 2-yard line.
Dawkins takes a snap in his own end zone and handoff and not going anywhere. Short gain, if anything, on that play to the left-hand side.
In on the initial down. So the Longhorns.
Dawkins with the snap, looking for someone to pass the ball to. Closes up and he finds a player, but he's going to be hit hard. Receiving that pass was
Bakken
negative.
pass complete to Dave Bigger.
Seth Erickson defending on the far side.
6 on the NCI Sagebrush Cellular scoreboard. And lines up wide to the left is Beggar. And back to pass is Bakken. Bakken has time, and the pass is going to be
Ooh, he's big
stopped
boy.
by
Pass
Lamar,
complete
and
to
he's
Matt LeBar.
first down yardage on the left-hand side.
Lamar told, who knocked Terry off? We did. They were. Terry was 5.
And
I
the
was,
Longhorns to the offense. And,
Bakken with the keeper. Dragged down
Bakken is
by Kyle Nelson.
The connections.
I think it's a
got
connection
players,
somewhere.
Almost got to be.
2 players wide right, 1 wide to the left, and back to pass is Bakken, and he has time. A short pass at midfield. Oh, he picked off.
Goodness.
Pass
It was
intended
gone.
Pass
for
intended
Beggar,
for
and it
Dave
went
Beggar.
right through his hands. The players line up wide to the right now for the Longhorns as they're looking to pass, and Bakken takes a snap. Back to pass.
Oh, there's a
And there's a
illegal
bomb
block.
way downfield and about 5 yards
There's a
past
flag there.
the intended receiver, Hansen.
Jiminy
Being
Christmas.
defended there by
Pretty much got to.
It's up under center. Man in motion in the backfield is Hansen and Bakken with the short pass. And
That's fumble. That's
Justin.
fumble.
They say,
Well, they're
they
ruling
say
an incomplete pass.
Still our ball.
Justin
pass
Hansen had
defended
the
by
football
Justin
on the far
Hansen.
side
Took
at about
about
the
2
25.
steps.
Back to the offense, ends in tight for Audette. Audette hands it off to Shabbat. Shabbat has running room on the right-hand side, breaks a couple
Jude
of tackles,
Shabbat
is finally closed line
with the
down
carry.
after an 8-yard gain.
Brought down by LeBar.
The Spartans out of the huddle, up over the ball,
Ooh,
snap to Audette,
offside.
and to Hadenhorst. Hadenhorst has enough for a first
Eric
down.
Hadnorth for the carry.
About 3-yard gain.
Of course, we'll get it down to about the 10-yard line. Now, let's go back to the start of this season. I don't believe that anybody but the kids would have thought that.
And there's one.
Zach Audette with the keeper.
Zach Audette with the
Touchdown, Spartans!
Spartan touchdown. Insult injury here as they run it up on the Wibaux Longhorn. 6-10.
He should be telling us that way.
And on the PAT, he says, I'll just keep
Zach Adet with the conversion.
2 more. 44-6.
6-10 remaining, fourth quarter, the Scobey Spartans 44, the Wibaux Longhorns 6.
2-6. Oh, he's saying
Clock
will run now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back at Plainsman Field, 44-6, and the clock will run. As the Spartans get ready to kick it off.
Well, who would have thought this? A dominating performance by the Spartans, and the kick is away.
It's on.
And they let that one go now, and picked up by
Hanson with the return.
in the backfield. He trips up and it falls down. Of course, reporters around the state incorrect in their picks. Just very few people picking the Spartans to win this contest.
They got a little egg on their face on this one, big time. In on the tackle, Tyrell Wilson.
Kid's thinking about
Four of these two were going to take it.
He did.
So let's give him a little credit.
And handoff to the right-hand side.
Ross.
Lance Hansen.
Hanson with the carry. Chris Ross stands him up.
Wraps his arms around Hanson and
Help from Seth Erickson.
And the snap. Back to pass is
Yeah,
Bakken.
mustache.
Bakken has
He's got a
time.
sign on his
He is hit right as he runs the ball. Interception! Spartans
sign
there
on
with
his
the ball
chest, a
now.
green jacket right over there.
Number 40, Seth Erickson.
Seth Erickson with the interception flags on the play.
He was over there,
Cheap
the green
shot.
jacket, but he's about
There was another ball on the far
your
side
size.
of the
He's got a
flags.
sign on.
You gotta understand. Excuse me, that's not Henderson. That's Shabbat running with the ball.
John Shabbat with the carry.
He's going to be brought down just
Brought down by Bakken.
shy of another touchdown.
And Dunkel.
So the Spartans are going to be
Now, Baudette going to hand off to Hadenhorst. Hadenhorst
Heddenhorst with the carry.
going to up the
Touchdown, Spartans.
Touchdown.
and did he
One
take that
more.
here? He took a tremendous
That said that Scobey would take it, but they were greatly outnumbered in their full. And now snap taking out the 20. That's that hot Chauncey and throws interception
Pass.
on the PAT.
Intercepted for the conversion, so the score was 250.
I know. When he kicks it?
Scobey played last week. This will be a pretty tight contest.
Do I just start it when he kicks it?
After the first 6 minutes of the game,
Well, it shouldn't even stop, though, I think, should it?
Another
Did he?
short kick here.
No, he just said keep it going.
It's going
What?
to be picked
Yeah,
up
that's what I was saying.
by the Longhorns and returned about 15 yards. It looks like that was Bigger with the return.
Baker with the return. And Wilson.
in on the defense.
Do that first.
Who is 13?
13, that's Matt
Well, there's a
Selvig.
wing it.
Okay.
Lance Hanson with the carry.
And Hansen with the carry up the middle. He'll pick up
Andrew
about 4
Mananek.
yards on it.
In on the stop.
And in on the attack.
Tickets to go in the contest. And the Longhorns with the handoff up the middle. And he's going to get a first down on it, but
Bigger.
that's going to be about it.
Baker with the carry. Class
Baby.
C Montana State football
I'm
champions.
afraid you're gonna have to put that sign back where you took it out of, you know, your,
Not many people would have told
yeah.
you this a couple of months ago.
State champs right there.
The seniors off of that club last year, 7 or 8, I
State
believe, and
champs.
Impact players, too.
certainly were. But the Spartans came to play today as they defeat them. We were talking a little bit ago that we're seeing a close
Montana high school sports are electrifying, but Northwestern Energy doesn't want you to be careful with overhead.
He has absolutely nothing.
frustrating situation. We're going to have the presentation of the state championship trophy here, and Lance, we're gonna keep it right here. We want to get this, and we'll get over to John Murphy whenever John gets ready, and he's got a gentleman.
Gail Peterson.
Gail Peterson.
Okay, why don't you slip that headset on Mr. Murphy there, and when we get over to the presentation of the state championship trophy, we've got a representative.
Of the Scobey Spartans.
The Spartans.
Okay, where's the coaches at?
Well, I can't see it from here. Can you move? Who's receiving the trophy? I would imagine all the Spartan seniors.
Well, I don't know. There's somebody's waving at us, but I can't see
That's
what
it.
they're trying to figure
Go
That
out.
was
ahead.
Mr. Selvig.
Mr. Senator, go ahead. Also thank that Northwest Energy or whatever that thing was.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, good man. That's perfect.
All right, Mayhem down on the field, and
Jim Shabbat, Seth Erickson, Tyrell Wilson, and Chris Ross. Scobey Spartans, 2002 state football champions.
well, I tell you, we got another happy fellow outside of the coaching staff. Coach Lund down there is back from Havre. They finished up their season last year. Coach Lund certainly has been a part of this long run of Spartan football, as he's the assistant coach here. And when Mr. Henderson left for Plentywood, and Coach Lund got the offer to go to northern Montana and spend some time with the football team.
screeching halt.
Start for Laurel. He's in at 7-0 to the second quarter.
Evening. I hope you had a great weekend. We had a wonderful time doing some traveling, seeing some football, and just taking in a lot of things that were happening right here in the Glendive area. And the weather, of course, stayed pretty decent all weekend long, and it's going to stay, they say, pretty nice during the week. In fact, we're talking 50s, maybe pushing that 60-degree mark by midweek. We'll just have to wait and see, but for right now, sounds pretty good. In fact, right through the end of November. Well, what can I say? Let's hope they're true. All right? We'll check that weather for you at the end of our news this evening. Ball, yep, we've got a bunch of new ones, and really we do. And some wonderful games and some rather disappointments over the weekend, too. As usual, there's always got to be a winner. There's always got to be a loser. Sometimes you don't like that, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, let's start right at the top and get you up to date on it. In Class AA, it was Helena Capital 28, CM Russell 21. Now, as we get into the rest of the football, you're going to look at some footage here from the Wibaux Scobey game. This was played up in Scobey on Saturday. You watch, and we'll get into the rest of the results. Let's turn to Class A football. And from all reports of some people that traveled to Havre, it was a great game. Laurel outlasting Havre 21-19 to win the Class A championship. Now, both Laurel and Havre went into the championships with 3 losses against them. And it had to overcome a lot of odds, so I guess we can call Laurel kind of the Cinderella team this year, as they came from virtually nowhere to take the title. Again, Laurel 21, Havre 19, and from the people that we have reports on, they said Laurel is really getting penalized first half, but that seemed to change in the second half, so you never know. Anyway, Laurel the new winner. In Class B, it was Fort Benton 18, Columbus 8. The Columbus Cougars would sure like to have that first quarter back. They lost 3 fumbles in that first quarter, and that gave the Fort Benton Longhorns 3 scores on their first 3 possessions, and then just hung on to win 18-8 Saturday afternoon. It was Fort Benton's first championship, while Columbus was denied the first in about a decade. And as far as Baker's concerned, we hated to see Baker get beat last week, but they lost to the state champs, so that might be some consolation. Fort Benton rushed for 255 yards, getting nearly 200 of them from the Utterback brothers. Lauren Utterback gained 108 yards, Brandon 89. Columbus managed only 202 yards in total offense. Fort Benton finished with a 12-0 record. The Cougars are 11-1. In the Class C8, man, yes, we were up at Scobey to see the Scobey-Wibaux game, and it was a heck of a good game the first half, but boy, when the wheels come off, the wheels come off. But both teams have got to be congratulated, as Scobey took it on the chin the beginning of the year and then came back to win it all. And Wibaux, a team that a lot of people said weren't going to go anywhere this year, played in the championship again. So both teams doing very well. Wibaux doesn't have to hang their heads at all. A great, great contest. Shabbat was the big runner. He had 146 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Scobey knocked off the 2-time defending champion, Wibaux, the final 50-6. Wibaux, which beat the Spartans 42-30 last year, and also won earlier this year, had its 34-game winning streak stopped. Of course, that leaves the Longhorns in a tie for the 4th longest streak in state history. Who are they tied with? You're right, Scobey. Both teams ended up 11-1 this year. After Wibaux took the opening kickoff, they went right down the field, 60 yards for a touchdown. Then it looked like, well, here we go again, but Scobey just buckled up, came right back, and the Spartans' defense held Wibaux to just 123 yards for the rest of the game. So quite a contest going on up in Wibaux, and as you saw, a couple of the big plays for both squads. But again, congratulations go out to Scobey. A great job done this year, and congratulations to Wibaux. young team that's going to be back next year. And in Class C 6-man, it was Highwood 40, Geraldine 28. And we've got quite a lineup there also. We'll try and give you just the first team offense and defense. In the center, Ruse of Scobey, Wheeler of Fairview. At guards, Taylor of Fairview, Wilson of Scobey, Erector of Savage. At ends, Johnson of Fairview, Obertfeld of Culbertson, Bainville. And let's see, also Seth Erickson of Scobey at ends. At quarterback, Audette of Scobey, and you saw him last night, did a fine job. And Vira of Fairview also. At fullback, Mill of Culbertson, Bainville. Edenhorst of Scobey, Tombre of Savage. At tailbacks, Shabbat of Scobey, Vitt of Fairview, Tombre of Savage, and a punter, Johnson from Fairview. First team defense in the Eastern C North, all-conference lineup. At tackles, we've got Ruse again of Scobey and Wesley of Culbertson, Bainville, along with Wheeler of Fairview. At ends, Wilson of Scobey, Labar of Culbertson, Bainville, and Mall of Fairview. Inside linebacker, Haydenhorst of Scobey, Mule of Culbertson, Bainville, and Obertfell of Culbertson, Bainville, along with Taylor of Fairview. Outside linebackers, Erickson, Scobey, Jabbat of Scobey. Let's see, Wolf of Culbertson, Bainville, Johnson of Fairview, Tombre of Savage. The safety is Audette of Scobey, and the kicker is Obertfeld of Culbertson, Bainville. And again, congratulations go out to all those ball players, all conference honors being awarded here in Eastern Montana. We're going to have more of those coming up.